Canelo got a hell of a chin, and he got a lot of experience. He's been in there with so many different great fighters. So I might have to just watch this one play out. It's gonna be a great fight.
Prepare him to fight me. He wouldn't, need all the help that, he's getting. But I'm happy that he's getting the help that he needs because, after, September 13th, there'll be no excuse.
Canelo's gonna win only because of the size. You know what I mean? Crawford is coming up 3 weight classes. So I think, Canelo's more of a natural super middleweight. This is Crawford's first super middleweight fight. So I gotta go. I'm not going for Canelo. I'm just speaking to him.
I think he's gonna win.
You don't think Crawford can? You don't think Crawford can go the distance with Canelo Alvarez? If William Skull can go 12 rounds with him and keep him at an all-time low, 152 punches a round.
All those doubters, at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, they all gonna cry when they get home. And I get that.
What time is it? What time is it?
Canelo Alvarez's sparring partner has sent shockwaves through boxing, revealing the brutal intensity of Canelo's training camp ahead of his clash with Terrence Crawford. Silky Sean Hemphill described the pace as relentless, proving why Canelo has ruled for so long. He warned that Crawford can't just depend on speed and counterpunching if he wants the upset. He must take risks, force the action, and never allow Canelo to control the rhythm.
It's a great question. It's a great fight. I keep going back and forth on it. One day I feel like Bud could get him. Then I go back, I'm like, I don't know. Canelo got a hell of a chin, and he got a lot of experience. He's been in there with so many different great fighters. So I might have to just watch this one play out. It's gonna be a great fight.
The leak from Canelo's camp has lit a fire under the boxing world. Fans now argue whether Crawford can actually sustain the non-stop pace needed to trouble Canelo, darting in and out, striking before Alvarez sets his feet, and avoiding being cornered. But against a master of ring control who thrives on punishing mistakes, that's a brutal challenge. The sparring partner's words have flipped the debate. Is Crawford equipped to push that tempo for 12 rounds, or will Canelo's experience break him down?
There to talk about. You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. That goes to show, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me. Because, if I haven't fought anyone, if I was too small, if I was, all these things that all the media said I was, then he wouldn't need these guys to help prepare him to fight me. He wouldn't, need all the help that, he's getting. But I'm happy that he's getting the help that he needs because, after, September 13th, there'll be...
The conversation didn't stop with the sparring partner. Crawford himself weighed in after seeing Canelo's recent sparring footage. He admitted the Mexican's sharpness impressed him, but his confidence never wavered. For Crawford, this isn't just another fight. It's about cementing his legacy. He's climbed through divisions, outclassed champions, and proven his skill set time and again. But facing Alvarez is a whole new test. The power, the defense, the big fight experience. Crawford knows the danger is real, yet he insists he has the weapons to dismantle it. That belief drives him daily in camp as he prepares for the biggest stage of his career.
Hughes, if I have to, Crawford, if you ask me again, there's a reason that I think Crawford's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, right? Because I think, and Canelo once was. So even though Crawford is biologically older, Canelo has had the longer career. He's been fighting since he's a teenager, and there's been signs recently that maybe he's not the same guy that he used to be. By the way, I know people think Inoue and Usyk are ahead of Crawford. The ring has them rated ahead of Crawford. I don't, because to me, pound for pound is not a fairness issue. It's an issue of just who do you think.
Meanwhile, the experts are weighing in, and none louder than Max Kellerman. He's made his stance clear. Canelo Alvarez is the favorite. Why? For Kellerman, it comes down to 2 things: size and pedigree. Canelo has consistently proven himself against the very best, carrying his power and skill across multiple divisions. Crawford may be brilliant, but Kellerman argues that stepping up against a naturally bigger, battle-tested champion like Canelo makes the task almost insurmountable.
Last time I saw Crawford, he moved up yet another division, beat at the time the guy I thought was the best fighter in the division. Turns out he wasn't, but I thought he was at the time. And before that, had just annihilated Errol Spence. So if you look at all the boxes, I'm going to check Crawford for most of them, if not all of them. But the reason Canelo is favored is because Canelo does a lot of things at a very high level, and he's a naturally bigger guy.
Kellerman's prediction turned heads for good reason. He acknowledged Crawford's greatness, but stressed the obvious. Jumping up to face a powerhouse like Canelo is no small step. It's a monumental leap. In his eyes, even an all-time talent like Crawford could find this challenge a bridge too far.
It's tricky. I want Crawford to win, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. You know, I would like for that to happen, but this guy's a hard puncher. He's a smart fighter. He can move. I'm just curious. I just want to see it. I want to be there and see it. Because listen, there's been upsets like that before. You know, Henry Armstrong, 124 pounds, he beat the 146-pound champ. So, you know, you never know. Anything can happen when two men are in a ring or in a basketball court. Anything.
And let's not forget what Mike Tyson, the legend himself, had to say about this matchup. He didn't count Crawford out, but called the fight tricky. Tyson broke it down simply. Canelo's body punching, ring control, and sheer strength give him a massive edge. Still, he highlighted Crawford's adaptability and razor-sharp instincts as the X factor, especially if the fight drags into the middle rounds. For Tyson, it all comes down to who can drag the other out of their comfort zone first. His words only add to the sense that this fight is unpredictable, a true clash of styles where one mistake could decide everything.
Crawford can? You don't think Crawford can go the distance with Canelo Alvarez? If William Skull can go 12 rounds with him and keep him at an all-time low, 152 punches a round? Crawford is just at a different level. He a GOAT too, but he at a different level. And he gonna show everybody that's gonna witness this on Netflix on September 13th. He gonna show everybody. There's levels to this, man. Yeah, he gonna defy all the odds of boxing. He gonna rewrite the box.
The voices of past legends also entered the discussion. Tim Bradley, a man who fought across divisions and faced all styles, weighed in on Crawford's challenge. While he praised Crawford's skill set, Bradley warned that size could be the deciding factor. Still, he pointed to Canelo's recent outing, suggesting the champion isn't as sharp as before, making him a potential target for Crawford to break down if the fight goes deep.
Now, Canelo Crawford, who you got in that one?
I think Canelo's going to win only because of the size. You know what I mean? Crawford is coming up 3 weight classes. So I think, you know, Canelo's more of a natural super middleweight. This is Crawford's first super middleweight fight. So I got to go. I'm not going for Canelo. I'm just picking him.
I think he's going to win.
I think he's going to win.
I've been in your last 5-6 fights. You're a monster. You're a beast. You versus Canelo, what's that fight look like? Are you knocking him out or?
I'll beat the you know, I can't say I will knock him out because, you know what I mean? He's a great fighter. He's never been knocked out, but I could definitely say that I'd put a beating on him. I'd put hands on him worse than anybody's ever put hands on him.
Right, and he's a legend.
He's a legend, but I feel like I'm in my own way.
David Benavidez has also weighed in with his honest prediction for the Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford super fight. In his eyes, Canelo holds the natural edge. This is happening at 68 kilograms, Canelo's backyard, where he reigns as undisputed champion. Crawford may have brilliance, IQ, and adaptability, but he's stepping into unfamiliar territory against naturally bigger men. Benavidez gave Crawford full respect, but made one thing clear: skill alone may not be enough to erase the physical gap.
Those doubters, at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, they all gonna cry when they get home. You know, and I get that.
What time is it? What time is it? Terrence.
Even with all the warnings from legends and analysts, Crawford hasn't stepped back from bold predictions. Instead, he's doubled down, claiming that when he beats Canelo, fans will be left shocked, emotional, and even in tears because so many never truly believed in him. It's a statement that shows his mindset clearly. Crawford isn't entering this fight with doubt, he's entering it with destiny. In his eyes, he's the man chosen to finally crack Alvarez's wall of dominance.
The same thing that he knows best, which is box, be smart, slow movements, small steps. Only small steps he's taking. So I mean, look, and it's always worked for him. Every fight he's been in, we thought that the fight with Spence was going to be hard, and he made it look so easy. Now, we've never really seen him in a hard fight where we've seen him in trouble. So maybe this could be the fight that puts him in that trouble to see what he's going to be like when he's under pressure. You know what I mean? We've never seen either fighter under pressure, like a lot of pressure. I mean, you can't say.
Maybe Golovkin for Canelo, I guess you could say.
Exactly, Golovkin, But other than that, I don't class the Mayweather fight a hard fight, because Mayweather just a runner, wasn't he?
Beyond individual opinions, the real debate is about how this clash unfolds. Some see Canelo methodically breaking Crawford with body shots and relentless pressure until the smaller man fades. Others argue that if Crawford explodes out early, stays razor sharp, and forces Canelo to chase, he can edge it on points with cleaner punches while avoiding dangerous trades. That's the beauty of this fight. Every prediction carries weight, yet none feel absolute. The outcome lives in the unknown, and that's what makes it irresistible.
Over Crawford, and so did Spence. I mean, other people that we've spoken to, I think Paul Smith and other people that sit on the show with us think it will be Canelo Alvarez because of size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez take that journey up to light heavy and find himself coming up against Dimitri Bivol and not being able to do what he does at super middleweight. I just think that Crawford is such a fighter of such stature and competence that he might just be the kryptonite to.
From training camps to expert panels, the buildup has taken on a life of its own. Analysts remind us that Canelo's consistency at the elite level can't be overlooked. He's battled the likes of Jenny Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, and Dimitri Bivol, each bringing unique styles and dangers. Those bouts revealed both his brilliance and his flaws. When Alvarez executes his plan, he looks untouchable, but against speed and high-volume punchers, cracks have shown. That's why many believe Crawford has a real path if he can stay elusive, pile on points, and most importantly, avoid the heavy artillery coming back his way.
Great point when talking about sizes, because he said if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package, it's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. It was like Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically,
he's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol.
At the same time, fans know Crawford is stepping into uncharted territory. Moving up to face a naturally bigger, stronger man is one of boxing's greatest gambles. History is filled with legends who dared to take that leap. Some rose to glory, others fell short. For Crawford, this isn't just about belts, it's about legacy. This is his chance to etch his name among those who defied the odds and proved greatness. Knows no weight class.
I think Canelo's gonna win, but I tell everybody, man, as a business standpoint, I think it's gonna be a draw if it goes the distance. But I see Canelo getting the stoppage. I don't think Crawford's gonna carry that weight well. Even if he did put on weight, I don't think that was a good idea, especially coming up from a smaller guy. But you know, it's gonna be a great fight. Two brains in the ring. It's gonna be.
The betting odds and public opinion are split down familiar lines. Casual fans back Canelo, his star power, resume, and track record make him the safe choice, but hardcore boxing followers see something different. Crawford's skill set, his adaptability, and the belief that he could shock the world. The leaked insight from Canelo's own camp only poured gasoline on the fire, proving even they know what Crawford must do to win. The only question left, can he actually execute it under the brightest lights of his career?
Yeah, I'm a big Crawford fan as well. Like every time he sees me and my brothers and my dad at fights, he comes out of his way, shakes our hand, it's all respect. But I just feel the weight's a little too much, Marcos. I feel going up 2 weight classes, really like 3. And early, I feel Terrence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back or, you know, catch Canelo early. Maybe I could see Terrence Crawford go southpaw because you see Canelo has had a bit of problems with southpaws. You could see Canelo, I could see him getting frustrated, picking him up like how he does, like when he gets frustrated. But I say 6th, 7th, 8th round on up, I think he'll figure it.
As fight night draws closer, the noise only gets louder. The leaked reports of Canelo's brutal training camp gave fans a glimpse of his sharpness and focus. Crawford's bold prediction revealed a mindset unshaken by the odds. Analysts like Kellerman, Tyson, Pacquiao, and Bradley have each added fuel with their unique perspectives, while the mention of rising star Boots Ennis added yet another wrinkle to the build-up. And through it all, one thing is undeniable: this fight has captured the imagination of the entire boxing world.
Always, to be honest with you, like when I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo. So.
And now it's your turn. Do you believe Canelo's size and power will be the difference? Or can Terrence Crawford's skills rewrite history? Drop your predictions below. We're reading every comment. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to Boxing Mystique for more fight night debates, expert takes, and insider updates as we march closer to Canelo versus Crawford.